Mojo Mathers.
It is with a real sense of disappointment that I arrived to speak to this bill. I was particularly disappointed that the National Party has refused and rejected the original clause of having an easy vote card. An easy vote card would have brought voting into the 21st century. It would have modernised it, streamlined it, made the process so much more efficient and user-friendly for everyone. It was the recommendation of the Independent Electoral Commission, and it seemed incredible that the committee rejected that. Not only did they reject the easy vote card as a way of confirming your identity, they've established an extra barrier, making it harder for people to vote. And this barrier basically says that an elector who applies to vote must verbally confirm their name and give any other particulars required for the elector to find the elected name on the roll. And now that is a barrier to many people. It's a barrier for people with hearing impairment. It's a barrier to those who use New Zealand Sign Language. It is a barrier to those with speech impediment. And it is very, very disappointing that the National Party has refused to adopt the SOP that was put forward by Marion Street that would have reinstated the easy vote card as a way of confirming your ID. That was one that we supported strongly. This clause that requires verbal confirmation of identity, any clause in any legislation that requires someone to give verbal confirmation of their identity needs to be ringing alarm bells at any select committee process, because we have over 6,000 people in New Zealand who use sign language as their primary mode of communication. And that needs to be recognised explicitly and considered in every piece of legislation that goes through the select committee process. And so then there is this assumption that everyone in New Zealand communicates verbally. That is not the case. Some of us use sign. Some of us have to type onto iPad and other ways of communicating. There is provision in the bill that says they may confirm their identity by a gesture. That language is incredibly disrespectful. What did a gesture mean? So if someone finds their name in New Zealand Sign Language, is that a gesture? Will the person, the returning officer, actually understand what they're doing? Are we going to have interpreters, sign language interpreters at every polling booth? And requiring someone who needs support to bring along a support person goes against the very spirit of being able to cast an independent vote and of being able to engage with the political process independently. And that is a right that the government has signed up to when they signed the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, that they supported moving towards greater independence for people with disabilities. This bill moves this backwards by saying it's okay to just require people to bring along a support person. It's not easy for a lot of people to engage with the political process, to get to the polling booth. And this is yet another barrier for some of the most disenfranchised and marginalised people in our society. And I'm very disappointed that that had not been rectified as it should have been at the Committee of the Whole House days when the government was given the opportunity to rectify this error by the committee. Thank you.
Joanne Hayes.
Kia ora, Mr. Speaker.